Hey you guys, welcome back. If you're, a returning customer. If you're new though, welcome for the first time. Today's video is going to be pretty short and simple. I'm going to be basically showing you guys how I approach using multichromes, because I know it can be a little bit of a, intimidating process, but I wanted to just show you how I do it and how I have fun with multichromes, because they are a lot of fun and you definitely should not feel intimidated by them. My hair is like freshly washed and just kind of like spiked up. I hope it's not doing anything too funky. I'm not wearing any face makeup today. The point is not face makeup. I'm trying to not feel pressured to wear face makeup in every video because I don't really want to. I know I kind of do feel pressured because it's like, oh, I'm doing makeup videos, I have to have a full face of makeup, but that's not really true. I am going to put on this, what is it called? Cold Hearted Fenty Gloss Bomb. It's like the ice formula, so it feels cooling on the lips. Yo, you guys, I love this stuff. It's so nice. It's goopy though. Every time I open it, it goops. It feels so good on the lips. I'm just going to do this so that my lips look, alive. So because I don't need this to be long lasting or anything like that, I am going to just prime my eyes with concealer. It should work pretty well. I'm just going to use, what is this shade? It's Light Ivory from e.l.f. Just using my phone to see where I'm putting it. I'm just going to put some on. Should I put some underneath? I'll put a little underneath. You're going to be able to like really see where it is though after I spread it out, because that's just what always happens. But yeah, I'm just going to put this on, spread it out over my eye. And this is a very light shade, which is good for making the eyeshadows that I put over top pop. I'm just pulling it down my face some more so that it like blends out. Down and out. There we go. Okay, so if I was doing face makeup, obviously I would like just blend it right into my face makeup, but I'm not, so I had to like pull it down my face. This is going to start creasing right away, but before I start, I just want to show you what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my multichromes that I get from Lethal Cosmetics. These are super beautiful. You see the shifts? Really, really nice. Then the other palette that I'm going to be using for this demo is this giant mattes palette. It's literally all matte shadows, which is all we're going to need because all of our shimmers are going to be multichromes. This is from Beauty Bay. It's the Bright Mattes, and it's huge, and it's like everything that we're going to need for this video, so it's perfect. But I feel like I want to use these two multichromes because they're insane. I think these might be my favorite. What is this? Fibers. Look at, oh my gosh. I love these ones. I'm trying to show you this shift and it's like a little difficult, but I'm going to do a look based on each of these, one on each eye. These are so gorgeous. You guys, you see the red and the green and like the orangey, and then this one is like blue, purple. Okay, here we go. I just swatched them out so you can see it a little better. This one's not actually as sheer as it appears on my hand, this bottom one. But yeah, these ones are wild. I love them. Can't wait to play with them. So let's start with the middle one here. I let's just drop the palette. Let's start with this one here. It's like the blue, purple. You can see in the mirror that it's purple. It's the one that's like on top in the mirror in the middle. And you can also see that the green one, the red one is also green in the mirror. Oh wow, this is hard to do, that one. So we're gonna do this middle guy. We're gonna start with that. So what do we think, you guys? Looking at that shadow, what do you see? You see blues and you see purples. So typically I want to do depth on my outer corner, and I want to do lighter towards the inner corner. So I think what I'm going to do for this look is I'm going to go in with the purples on the outside, because I think blending warmer tones out, into my actual skin just works a little bit better. And then I'm going to do the cooler tones on the inside. So I'm going to do the blues on the inside of my eye, and I'm just going to try to match the shades to the colors that I see showing up in the Multichrome. If I could ever open this tiny palette, I could show you. So, what do we see? This is difficult. What do we think, you guys? Wow, I'm having the hardest time holding this the right way, but maybe that blue and that blue, or maybe that one, and then a little bit of this really light one in the outer corner. And then for the purple, I can't really show you on camera because other than in the mirror, it's not really showing up properly. Can I show you in the mirror? No, I can't. There's no way. But let me look at it, and then I'll pick a purple. So can you see from the side that it's purple? No, let's use the mirror. So yeah, that's a kind of a warm purple. Oh, it even gets a little bit of a gold sort of a thing going on. Oh, look. Now you can see it down here. Multichromes are wild, and trying to get them on camera, super difficult. But yeah, so that's I think I'll go in. I mean, this doesn't have to be a super final decision, but I think I'll go in. I'm going to use the darkest one, and then maybe let me look at it again. I'm just judging based on what I see showing up in the shadow. What was the angle that I had it at before where you could see it in the camera? I don't know. I'm just going to look at it. I think maybe that one, the warmer one. Let's just try it and see what happens. So I'm just starting by putting some depth in the outer corner. The reason that I'm starting with the darkest one is honestly just because the Beauty Bay formula works better that way. But do whatever works for you. I'm going to put it just the tiniest bit in the crease. Oh wow, look how warm that is. It's almost like pinky when you blend it out. Unless there's maybe some red in my brush, I don't know. But that's okay. We're going to go in with the warm purple next. Okay, not to overcomplicate things, but I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of both cool and warm purples as I'm looking at the shift. So I'm going to do a little bit of this one and then maybe some of that. Let's see. I'm just going to put the littlest bit of this cool one here in the crease, kind of just over where I have the deeper one. And this is just how I'm personally doing this particular look. It doesn't have to be that complicated. That's just where I'm at. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I'm just kind of blending out the deeper one more than anything, so I'm going to grab some more of that other one, the cool one. I'm going to lay it down. What do we think of that? Okay, and then I'm going to just take a bigger brush and I'm going to just gently throw down this kind of lighter and warmer shade out here. There's something super liberating about the fact that I don't have to make my other eye match this. Oh, that actually looks like a really nice shape. Might not mess with that much more. Perfect. But yeah, it feels super liberating that I don't have to make my eyes match because I don't have to worry too much about the shape. I'm going to go in with this shade here right in the middle, and I'm not going to take a ton because it's sort of like a mid-tone. Oh wow, it's pigmented. I'm going to tap this off. But yeah, it's sort of like a mid-tone. Oof, maybe even a little deeper than I thought it was going to be. I don't want to bring depth in too far. I'm just going to lay it down here. I might even actually pull it down over the actual center, and then I'll give the multichrome sort of a base to sit on, because sometimes multichromes are a little bit sheer. It's better to just give them a little bit of a base. But yeah, laying this down here. I'm not going to worry too much about the blend on the lid because the Multichrome is going to go there. But you know, just bringing it over a tiny bit. The place that I do want a little bit more of a blend is going to be up top in the crease. I'm just going to take a smaller brush and I'm just gently going to blend these two together a little bit. And they are, you know, complementary, or no, not complementary, they're, I don't remember the term in art, analogous? I don't think that's the right word. But they're colors that will blend together well, so I don't have to worry about, you know, getting them too muddy, because they should blend pretty well. What do we think? Is that an okay blend? I think it works. I've decided that I'm just going to stick with the same small brush, and I'm going to go in with, I think I'll take a little bit of Paradise, which is this one here. It's right next to the one that we just did. I'll put that like here, and then on the inner corner, maybe this one called Daydream. I didn't tell you the names of the other shades that I used because the names don't really matter. It's just like the colors themselves that matter. But yeah, we're just going to try to get lighter and lighter as we get to the inner corner. I'm just going to kind of lay this down a little, putting a little on the lid as a base for the Multichrome, and then just going a little above because we do want the mattes to show. Okay, how's that? And then I'm going to, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to take like this tiny little brush. I'm going to just kind of gently swirl it. Tapping and swirling so it's all over the brush, and then I'm gonna just go in. Oh yeah, that's still, is that too much? I don't know. If I have to, I can add some white to it to make it a little lighter. You know what, I think that works. I think that actually looks really good. So just to save time, I did this part off camera. I took some of this skin toned shadow here, and I just very gently blended up top just to make it just a little bit smoother. I don't even know if it's that smooth. But the next part is the exciting part. We're going to take, if I can find the palette, we're going to take the Multichrome and we're going to put it on my lid. And these actually go on really nicely with a brush. And let's take this one. I like these flat shader brushes for really packing on shimmer. Right in. I'm not going to bother with setting powder. I'm just going to take a decent amount. You know, look at that. And here's my giant mirror. This Beauty Bay palette has a giant mirror on it. Super convenient. Okay, you guys. Go right in. Oh no, I got fallout. Wow. And I'm gonna go all the way out. Kind of go over the outer corner a little. I'm hoping that while I'm doing this, you can see the shift as my face is kind of turned away from the camera. Can you see it? Maybe not. But okay, so the Multichrome is down. It almost kind of just blended right in, right? That's not necessarily a bad thing. But I do want to show you the shift a little bit better. Can you see the shift better with the light off? I honestly don't even think that you can. Unfortunately, my lighting is just not willing to show off this shift. I'll take some video in different lighting so you can like actually see the shift. But anyway, let's move on to the next eye. So for this eye, I want to use the red. It has some green. It has some, you see the green. It has some, I think like gold. Just trying to see some orange, maybe some pink. It's got a lot of things going on. So let's see. Let's look in this palette. There's some really gorgeous reds in here. There's a lot of pinks, some orange, and some nice green. Let's think here. Maybe I'll do like green on the outer part and red on the inner into like a pink on the inner corner. So let's say this for the deeper shade, blend it out a bit with this, and then I'll do maybe the vibrant red, or maybe I'll go with this one into like, let me look at it in person. Into like the one called Just Peachy on the end. That one there. I gotta see how this looks on the eye before I make my final decision. Let's begin. Oh no, I'm on this side now. I gotta change where I have my mirror. Am I slouching too much? Okay, so just, laying down the deep shade out here. Wow, that's a nice green. If you were unaware of how good Beauty Bay's formula is and how cheap they are, consider this your education. As you can see, I kind of just took it up into the crease. Is anybody else like really feeling this look? Like, look at that. I know that it's like wild because I have so many colors going on, but I think it looks good. I'm just gonna take that one there, Granny Smith, and very gently with a very fluffy brush, just kind of go over this outer part here. Oof. Hold the phones. It's so pigmented. Okay, and this one seems to have a little more yellow going on. That coolest one, or the darkest one rather, is a bit cool. Had some blue in the undertone. Ooh, but this is going on really nicely. And it looks like it's blending out into my skin really nicely too. Ooh, what do we think of that? Pretty nice, right? You guys, I'm digging this. Do you see this? I'm so into this. But anyway, yeah, let's go in with, do you think I should go in with hot stuff first, or should I just go right into Big Poppy? I don't know. I'm wondering also which one will blend into the green better. Let's just do Big Poppy. I'm like super tempted to do hot stuff because it's really, really bright red, but let's just do Big Poppy and see where it goes. If we have to, we can even go back in and add hot stuff. I like that. It's got like a nice kind of natural earthy kind of a redness to it, almost like florally, or maybe I'm just thinking that it looks florally because it's next to the green, but very nice. This mirror is a little bit of a mess though. I'm like not having the easiest time seeing in it. It just has like some shadows on it. So I think before I go in with the lightest shade in this row, I wasn't even showing you this one here. Although I could also use that maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna just do a little bit of this one, kind of like there with the small kind of round brush. Just keeping in mind, how this will interact with the multichrome eventually. Hopefully it will bring out all of the different shades and tones in the multichrome. That's kind of the goal, or at least the way that I do it. The goal is to make those shades come out and pop. Make those colors come out and pop. Look at that. Ooh, it's fiery. I think I actually am gonna go in with the lightest one in this green and yellow row. For my inner corner, I'm just gonna, tap that on here. And just, can you see it? It's gonna be very light and soft and kind of pastel-y, but hopefully it shows up a little bit. Okay. It definitely kind of softens the edge, at least, on the more orange one. You don't see it as much as you could see the blue. Maybe I will go in with the just peachy shade. I'm gonna point with my brush. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of that, and then hopefully I won't regret it. And also, maybe now that I put the other one down already, this will kind of be lightened up a little bit with the shade underneath. Who knows? Okay. Okay, I could dig it. I don't hate the way that that's going on. Okay, how's that, you guys? How's that? And before I get into the multichrome, I am just going to softly do some blending here. Why? I feel like the lighting is harder to see. Now, remember on this side, these colors were easy to blend, right? If I blend the green and the orange too much, they will start to turn into brown. And we don't want that. So, I have to just be very, very gentle and just gently suggest to the colors that they just merge a little bit. I don't have to worry about it too much right here, because like I said, doing the other eye, I'm going to have the multichrome kind of going over that, so I'm not going to wig out, but just want to softly go over everything. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing on this side that I did over here. I'm going to take the skin toned, or at least my skin toned matte, and I'm just going to kind of blend that upper part a little. How do I look? Do you see how much better the warm tones blended out into my skin tone? Look at, you can see still a distinct line here, but here it's just and that's just an issue that I always have with blues and stuff. I always have a harder time getting those to just work with my skin tone, which is why on this side I did the purple on the outside, because I just feel like it's easier to blend that out into my skin tone. But we're gonna go over this whole lid with this multichrome now. Try not to go all the way in, because I do want that light shade. Ooh, this is so nice. Gently kind of blending it into that dark green. Yeah, the shift on this one is so crazy. I kind of do that thing that I did in a recent video where I take the sort of tip of this, just gently blend along the side there. Just kind of, as I said before, just gently suggest to the colors that they join together. Yeah, you can see the shift better in this one. You see there's green. I turn mine. I love this shadow. Look at that. You guys, I'm so into this. Even as just a two-tone look, this is actually mad cute. Oh. I feel like this one kind of fans out a little more. Maybe I'll take just a little more of that green, fix the edge. Hold on. Time for a little close-up. What do you think of that? Tell me in the comments which of these two looks you like better, or if you just like it as a two-toned look, because wow, I actually really like both of these. I'm going to show you this in some different lighting now too, so you can get the full effect of the multichromes. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so here we are looking at me with the light kind of to the side. You can see the purple better. You can see all the shifts. Oh god. Ignore the clothes on the chair back there. Ooh, look at that bright lime green. You couldn't even see that before. Oh, I love it. As I said before, the mattes that I used do kind of help to bring out those colors in the shift, which is kind of the goal. Just stick to things that will help emphasize the different colors in the shift, and you'll be good. Okay, so that's it, you guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it was educational for you. If you were feeling kind of ambivalent about multichromes or kind of nervous, didn't know if you'd be able to like wrap your head around it, or if you have multichromes in your collection that you've purchased and you're like, I don't really know what to do with these. They're not as intimidating as they seem. Just take a couple seconds to, oh wow, look at that, to observe the different colors that you see. Find some mattes in your collection that you think will complement those shifts, and go right ahead and make it happen. Like, don't be intimidated by multichromes. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will be seeing you next time. Bye.